I'm making my husband some fried Oreos. I didn't wind up getting the dishes done. Y'all, I made lemonade and it's smacking. What's on the bottom of my cup? Oh, that's from the cabinet. It's smacking. It ain't as good as a pink lemonade from the Chinese store, but it's smack-a-lacking. So I'm gonna make some, where the remote at? So I can pause the show. I'm gonna make some fried Oreos. Best believe I'm not about to make some for him and I don't get none. Okay. So here we go. I'm on my don't mind my stains while I was washing the dishes. The baby spit up on me. So let's get into it. Alright, so got our pancake mix. I'm gonna use my spoon. We got our pancake mix. Just use it straight from the box. Just box pancake mix. We're gonna add some water to it. You don't want to add too much water because why is my camera not focusing? Oh, the light. You don't want to add too much water because it'll make it too watery. Like this is watery, but you want it to be thick, so we gotta add some more pancake mix. So, now this is a pancake consistency almost, but I want it to be a little looser, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more water, and I'm gonna show y'all the difference. But this is a good consistency if you want a thicker puff. But I'm gonna show you how I do mine. Now I did a light layer of water, and I'm just gonna stir it in because this is pretty thick. I'm gonna stir it in so y'all see the difference. It's a little droopy still, but that's the consistency you want for your Oreos. Okay. Now for this next part, while your oil is still on the stove, you want to make sure it's on medium heat so that your pancake mix doesn't cook faster than the cookie. You want to take your cookie and drown it in pancake mix. I just covered it with a spoon, and then I'll pick it up and drop it in the oil with my hands. I did have clean hands, y'all. I'm not that type of person. But you can usually use a fork or a spoon to do this part as well. Now here I just use my hands because that's naturally what I'm used to. You want to make sure no excess batter gets on the oil because you'll be cooking more batter than oil. Once you feel like there's enough batter to cookie, you want to just drop it in the pot with the oil. You want to make sure it's not too hot to where your oil is smoking, but you want to make sure it's warm enough to where it's bubbling how you see it in the video. Now I'm doing it one at a time to show y'all. You just twist it, or if you take a fork, you'll usually just jab the fork between the cookies. So you want to make sure your icing is nice and hard when you put in the fork in it. I say a fork or spoon because if you have your oil popping too high, it's going to be popping on you. But here I just started doing it 2 at a time because I really didn't feel like being over the stove that long. So I was just doing 2 at a time in the batter and just dropping them. And I'll show y'all how it should look on the outside. Now, once you notice the bottom of the Oreo side is golden brown, you want to flip it so that it also gets golden brown on the opposite side. Now, this is how your cookies should initially turn out. Anything darker than this, that means you're overcooking the batter and they will be burnt. You want to get them between light brown or a dark brown that you notice out of these three cookies. These two colors are acceptable. Anything darker than this, it's burnt. Anything lighter than this, it's not cooked. Now here you see me going in with the spoon with holes in it. I am shaking off any oil that may come with the spoon when I dip it in. This is just to make sure I'm not putting a whole bunch of oil on my paper towel and napkin. That's also something, or paper towel and plate. That's also something you want to have handy when you're taking your Oreos out. Now, this is what you should have left over. When you're done, you should see how golden they are. Some of mine are a little darker than what I wanted them to be, but that's okay. You want to have that gooey center of your cookies. When you get it to the way you like it, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this way of making the best fried Oreos you have ever tasted in your life. If you didn't do it right, then go back and do it again.